Thank you so much, Orla, and hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining this short presentation about Zanzibar White Sand. I'm happy to be here with you. Oops, sorry, my name is Natalia Niznik, and the hotel is my family's passion project and that we started in 2011 when we came for the first time to Africa on a safari for a few days, Kilimanjaro, and then 3 days in Zanzibar. And we ended up staying in Zanzibar about 200 meters from where the property is now. And from the moment we arrived, it was love at first sight. My father is very keen on kite surfing. The beach is stunning. Just a lot of things check the boxes, and I will tell you more about all the context of where we're situated and why it's so great. But overall, initially, the idea was to create a family home, and then long story short, a few years later, we opened in 2014 with 11 villas. Today we have 21 keys. And the hotel is all about really reflecting that passion, this love for Zanzibar. It's about promoting also the local heritage, having this very beautiful setup with respect of the nature. And we're very happy that in 2025 we became the first property in Zanzibar to receive a Michelin key. We've been part of Relais Châteaux since 2017 and share a lot of those same values that you will see throughout this introduction. To give you the context, Zanzibar is, of course, a very beautiful island. It's nearby the continent, so it's close to the safari, and it's often thought of as beautiful beaches, which it absolutely is. You have the turquoise water, 27 degrees water, beautiful spots, but also a lot of culture and history, which is one of the parts I really love about Zanzibar. It's really unique in terms of culture. I don't know if you know, but at some point, the Sultan of Oman was ruling Oman from Zanzibar. And so you have all this Arabic culture, also Indian heritage, due to the fact that it has always been a trading station, also a trading of spices, and is now known as the Spice Island. So you can find all these spices also in the gastronomy and so. As an island, it's fairly small. From Stone Town to Paje, so from west coast to the east coast, it's about 60 minutes driving. Stone Town is where the airport is. It's a very modern airport that is operated by Emirates. It was rebuilt about 4 years ago, and you have the Marhaba assistance on arrival is available, and then it's just 1 hour transfer by car or 15 minutes by helicopter, which is a new option that we have launched a couple weeks ago. Zanzibar is fairly small but has different atmospheres throughout the island. So the area where we are, the southeast, is really characterized by the fact that it's natural. There's no big hotels. It's very quiet and kind of bohemian cool, I would say. It's a bit in contrast to the northern part of Zanzibar, which has stunning beaches as well, but is definitely more touristy and more built on. A particularity of Zanzibar is that we are 6 degrees south from the equator, and so it is tropical all year long, with just the rain season around April and May. So this is the green season. The rest of the time is always tropical and very beautiful, and also the position near the equator makes it that the tides are quite felt, especially on all this east coast of Zanzibar. And when I say tides, I want to show you this picture because this is the low tide at Zanzibar White Sand. It's very different wherever you go on the island. Some places have more rocky, some have weeds, some don't have a beach when the beach comes back. And the reason why we truly fell in love with this particular place also in Zanzibar, on top of having this completely stunning location, the beach in front of White Sand is exactly that. It's white sand. So that's why we called the hotel this way also. Um, when you have the low tide, every 12 hours, you will have about an hour where the beach becomes much longer. And you can see it here. It's very nice to walk. It's beautiful. It gives you also different colors. At the same time, the location is also special because of the coral reef that is 2 kilometers in the water. And it makes it that when we have the water, which is 90% of the day, you have this beautiful lagoon that you can see in all the pictures. But really wanted to show that because it's always important when you book Zanzibar also to know how the tides look like at the property you're looking at. And we're very fortunate to have this stunning beachfront. The property and the villas, the accommodation, we are specialized in private villas with their private pools. We have 18 villas. We have one bedroom villas, some that have two bedroom, and one that has five bedroom. With Orla, we will follow up and send you all the fact sheet with all the different room categories to give you an idea of pricing. We have entry-level rooms called the cinnamon rooms. We have three of them, and the starting point in pricing is $950 per night for two on half board. And the one-bedroom villa is about 2,200, starts at 2,200 per night. The five-bedroom villa starts at $4,000 per night. So you have a range, and we will be happy to send you all these details. For the moment, we have these accommodation. What is specific about the villas is that they are very large. This is a beachfront one-bedroom villa. You see two units. On the right side, we have a unit with a bedroom, and on top of it, a rooftop terrace. The unit on the left side is the living room. So all this area is 1,500 square meters, which is about 15,000 square feet for American friends, and this is with a private pool and all this garden that we have built around, that we have planted around over the last 15 years, has beautifully blossomed and now creates this natural barrier. You have a complete intimacy in the villas. There is a hammock area. There is also a direct entrance to the beachfront. All the accommodation, whether they are villas or rooms, always have a dedicated butler service. The interiors are large. It's easy to add extra beds. They're renovated all the time, so we really have this continuous improvement and look into every detail to make sure that the property reflects us. We want really also it to be home away from home for our guests, the same way we would like to experience when we come to a property. Um, we have air conditioned blackout shades, satellite TV. We have one of the fastest Wi-Fi in East Africa as well. And here I added this picture with the mentioned updated interiors, also because we have the bed covers will change a little bit the colors for those who know us, or if you see different pictures coming in the next months, just know that it's because we have been reworking our interiors also. The garden villas is villa category, a medium villa category. They are a little bit smaller and they are in the garden. So it's about 100 meters from the beachfront. They have either a hot tub or a private pool. And there are newest type of villas. They are really stunning. And I often stay in the garden villas because they are really, really comfortable. I wanted to mention the two-bedroom villa. So we have five of those, the family two-bedroom villas with the two bedrooms in duplex. We have one on each floor, each with their ensuite bathrooms. And this is an internal picture because we're just in the process of redoing the balconies. So you can see here the structure, how it looks like. Here you have also the private pool. You have the separate living on the left side. And a big update is that this year we are also opening a two-bedroom villa with the two bedrooms on the same floor, which is very nicer also for families with younger children. So we will have one that is not a duplex. The 5-bedroom villa has been completely renovated. We have one of this type of villa. It's really stunning, with a bigger pool, with two jacuzzis. It's great for intergen families, for groups or so. And yeah, and then we will send you all the details with the cinnamon rooms also by email. For the experiences that you have on property, there is a lot. Here we see the catamaran, it's included in the rate also for our guests, and a lot more complementary activities that we have developed on property. We have, for example, the garden tour. You can try kite surfing. You can join for movie night, cooking classes, Swahili lesson. And so we have 3 or 4 per day. The guests can come and join. We have a schedule that is available online. Um, at the same time, a lot of different amenities like electric beach bicycles and also regular beach bicycles. We have a tennis court, a paddle court, outdoor pools, games, volleyball, a lot of different options, and a fitness, a family room, also a games room, playground, and so on. We have a water sports center on property. Because we have this white sand at the bottom of the ocean floor, it's just stunning to do any kind of sport in the water, because there is no rocks, no seaweed, nothing. So you have amazing opportunity to do, for example, transparent kayaks, to learn kite surfing, to do snorkeling is great also. Although snorkeling here, I'll mention, because it's white sand, there is not as many fish. So we take our guests to a lagoon that is about 15 minutes away for stronger snorkeling. We do have wing foil, e-foil, and so on. So these are at extra charge. Here are a few pictures also of our gardens that are really stunning. The helicopter arrival, which I mentioned earlier, which is also an activity in of itself, because you see this beautiful coastline, whether arriving from the airport or just taking it on a scenic tour above the island. Stone Town is the capital of Zanzibar, is the cultural center. Here you'll have museums, shops. We have great recommendations for rooftop bars or antique shops, and of course, the history. So I always recommend it because it's very nice to learn more about Zanzibar as well, and it's nearby the airport. Josani Forest with the monkeys is just 10-15 minutes away, a drive from the property. You'll also see these monkeys called the Columbus monkeys on property. They're very shy. They're not at all like bothersome monkeys, but they come and feed on our trees, especially in the evening before the sunset. So it's always nice to walk the gardens and see them as well. The Rock Restaurant is an Italian restaurant, as its name indicates, on a rock in the ocean. So it's quite iconic in Zanzibar. You might have seen this before. You can get there by boat, and so it's really a great option. You can also have drinks. You can have lunch or dinner, and it's a lovely place to see. Malone Cave is one of my favorites because it's something else than just being in the sun all day. You have here this possibility to be kind of more in a jungle-like atmosphere with fresh water. It's just 3 minutes away from the property, and I love that it can also be privatized. So you can even privatize it for an hour and a half. It's more than enough because it's not very big, but you can have a special time. There is a jetty, there are changing rooms, and so on. So it's a very lovely little spot to try. For more updates and things to do on property, we have the fitness center. This is brand new. We have amazing technology and equipment, of course, AC, beautiful view on the garden, and a lot more in terms of dining and experiencing. So we are part of Relais Châteaux. Of course, the culinary part is incredibly important for us and for our guests. We work with seasonal menus based on what's local, with always with a Swahili twist. We work with fishermen and local farmers. You will see, for example, the fishermen giving the catch of the day to the chef on the beach, and our guests love to see that as well. We have 2 restaurants, one on the beachfront and one poolside, and 3 different bars. So we really work the different outlets based on the time of the day, with different menu, of course. and it gives our guests an option to always see something different, experience something different. At the same time, when it comes to dining, also, we are about 10 minutes walk on the beach or 3 minutes by car from a lovely village of Paje, which is this bohemian kind of cool surfer village. And so you have more options there, from sushi bars to rooftop terraces to food trucks. So it's nice because we're remote, but we're not isolated, and so you have a little bit of like this best of both worlds, let's say. We also have options for doing private dining, of course, in the villa or beach picnic. We can do bonfires. Really, there is a lot to do around this experience. And talking about also wellness and the rhythm of life at White Sand, it's all about regenerating, connecting with the nature, and really have this, yeah, um, holiday mode. The wellness part. Our approach is holistic. So, of course, we have massages, we have facials, hot stone treatments, and so, but we also have different amenities. We also have energy healing. We have a separate hair and nail salon. So really there is a lot to do in that perspective also, as far as our guests want to take it. We have an infrared sauna, steam room, hot tub that are complementary. And we also just purchased a new cold plunge that is not yet on site but will be soon. So always some updates there. Back of the scenes, the hotel is a passion project. We fell in love with Zanzibar. We want to minimize our impact. So, since our beginnings and since we started building, we've always put a big place for renewable energy and for different values around this honoring of Zanzibar. Um, I mentioned the renewable energy. We have really something we're very proud of to share, because just a few weeks ago we have moved all the accommodations to 100% renewable energy, which means all the accommodations are completely off the grid and functioning with solar photovoltaic panels, solar water heaters, with a system of batteries. They can last even 3 days without sun. So it's really, we've been testing it for a couple of years now, and now we finally completed this project. So I'm always very happy to talk about this. Beyond that, we also don't use any single-use plastics. We produce our own drinking water, so that, because we couldn't find suppliers that were delivering drinking water in glass, we want to preserve also local heritage. For example, to our carpentry workshop, our guests can visit and see the wood carvers, how they work to make these beautiful wood carvings that we have across the hotel. And one of my favorite collaborations is with the Seaweed Center, which is located 1 kilometer away from us on the same beach, where women pick seaweed, dry it, powder it, and make it into cosmetics. And all the cosmetics we use at the property, from soaps to shampoo and conditioner, are made by women of the village based on the seaweed. And our guests are welcome to visit, and it's also an invitation, it's complimentary, to see this production. So it's about an hour and a half tour, and you can see really from um, the seaweed in the water how it ends up being a soap. And we have also worked in the last year quite a lot on our wheelchair accessibility from the airplane, really, because it also for our car transfers, for some of our activities, the pool, the ocean, also access. And so here we have a sheet that we'll be happy to share with you as well if you're interested in that side. For the rates in general, we have decided to freeze our 2026 rates into 2027, so we'll have the same for the next year. We do have specials, honeymooner, long stay 10% discount from 5 nights. And I think that's it. Maybe I'll mention, because I get that question sometimes, that our guests, they mostly come from France and the US. So it's about 25% France, 25% from the US. And then, yeah, we have a kind of melting pot a lot from Europe and Latin America and so. But just wanted to say a big thank you for joining us today and for taking the time to learn about Zanzibar White Sand. I'm always available and very happy to have been able to introduce you today. Thank you.